Hello gamers, I know I just made a video yesterday, and I wasn't planning to make one today, but I learned something. Something happened, and it made me furious. Not furious, it made me absolutely livid. I'm gonna be honest, I have lost the completely all faith and respect in the MK Mobile development team, or whoever's in charge of making these decisions, to the point where I've been seriously considering to just stop playing this game whatsoever. The way they treat people, the way they treat their players is absolutely disgusting, and I'm seething right now. And by the time you finish watching this video, you're probably gonna be too. So yesterday, they came out with a statement. This is an official statement from MK Mobile official Discord, made by developers. So we're gonna go through that first, and then I'll share some more information. So this is a post by Man With No Game. I am banned from official MK Mobile Discord, so I don't have access to this, but at least I have a screenshot of it. Greetings, combatants. Thank you for all your feedback on the recent 7.0 release. We hear your concerns about Clash Towers, Crypt Key availability, and changes to Ceremonial Pipe and Noble Graceful Thread equipment. We are working on update 7.0.1 and hope to have it available the week of November 10. Okay, so that's 2 weeks from now. Not terrible. However, now that's the fun part. It will not address all the concerns mentioned above, as we need more time to make meaningful and significant changes. Update 7.0.1 will feature some bug fixes, including the WB Games account link and reward issue, holiday specials for December, and a new Combat Pass season featuring MK1 Smoke, set to arrive after MK2 Movie Kitana's season. You're probably wondering, why? Why wasn't this in the initial update? Because it seems like that's just content, and they're gonna explain why a little bit later. Crypt Key changes will be added in the Test Your Luck minigame as the first of few ways to earn Crypt Keys, and Clash Tower attack refresh cost will be changed from Blood Rubies to Souls. They addressed... I don't even think anybody complained about refreshes for the attack stage of Clash Tower, but if somebody did, we should be happy it's coming. But honestly, the whole tower, the whole system itself is flawed. It makes me laugh so hard, because that's the only thing that they think is worth fixing about the whole Clash Tower situation. Fantastic. Our usual winter update will arrive in January instead of December to give our team the time needed to deliver all the content and improvements we have planned for you. You're probably thinking, oh my god, next update is going to be so big, they're taking a whole another month to work on this massive, game-changing update. Let's keep reading. The 7.1 update in January will be a full release featuring new fighters, one that is not yet in the roster. Okay. New Combat Pass seasons, new equipment, new finishers, additional game improvements, and even a Roomba for Johnny Cage's mansion. It will address more bugs and the community concerns mentioned above. Thank you for your continued support. Guys, they're taking an extra month before next update to do exactly the same thing they do every update. New fighters. We get new fighters every update. New Combat Pass seasons, literally every update. New equipment. New finishers. We're getting these things every single update. Additional game improvements. They're gonna change maybe some icons. Maybe add another filter in equipment sorting. Maybe, I don't know, maybe fix some tiny UI bug that maybe 2 people ever saw. And that's usually the extent of game improvements. Roomba, that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. You do not get to make jokes when your game is falling apart like this. It will also address more bugs and the community concerns mentioned above. So, according to Man With No Game, the fixes to the gear, the ceremonial pipe, basically the way it works now is that it only steals buff if the character wearing it is tagged in, if it's an active player, which it's not what it says in the piece of gear itself. This does sound familiar, doesn't it? How we had Classic Ermac broken multiple times, how we had Talent Tree broken multiple times, how we had Rocking Bowling Stones broken last update. This update, it's ceremonial pipe. You might be thinking, how negligent of them. Who is testing these things? How are these bugs keep happening? Well, something just came out, and I'm disgusted. By the way, I just want to give huge thanks to all of the MK Mobile ambassadors. Man with No Game called it out directly with developer team multiple times that these fixes need to come now in this upcoming update in 2 weeks. They are telling us that fixing ceremonial pipe 2.5 weeks is not enough. They need another 3 months. So it must be such a fundamental break, something that's so fundamentally broken that it's going to require a long time to see. Here's the post that was posted yesterday as well. Pipe bug is intended with proof. So there are people who can data mine the game files and basically get all the way deep into the code and see what's going on. And as you can see right here in this screenshot, well, the screenshot is a little bit confusing, but read the post. I'm sure this title surprises basically no one. It did not surprise me. With a 7.0.1 announcement proving that even with an update, they have zero intention to fix the bug with the ceremonial pipe. So what is the bug exactly? As you can see from this picture, they added a conditional specificality to pipe that the holder needs to be active. No condition existed before, which means not only did they add code to bug the ceremonial pipe, but deleting this one single condition from the code immediately fixes it. They could fix the pipe bug with zero effort, but deliberately are not. Please spread awareness, and while I really dislike people harassing the devs, this needs to be known so we can stop them from doing this in the future. I agree, no harassing should be done. In my opinion, the loudest way you can speak out against this is by just stopping spending any kind of money on Mortal Kombat, stopping watching ads. I'm not going to tell you to stop playing it. If you're still having fun, go ahead. But supporting this with money, with actual hard-earned money, in my opinion, is absolutely ridiculous. So it's not a bug. It's literally a condition they added. And then they claimed it's a bug. And this is not surprising at all, but makes me think all of the other times when they claimed it was a bug, when Classic Cormac wasn't working for multiple updates, was it a bug? Or did they intentionally add a condition for him not to work for that specific update? When Rockin' Bowling Stones stopped suddenly, didn't work for the whole team, that wasn't a bug. It was probably another one of these conditions that they added to break that piece, because that piece was extremely powerful and could make the life of people much easier in the current tower. And now there is proof that they're intentionally breaking pieces of gear, potentially characters, and then they refuse to fix them. It's not that, like, okay, we don't have the ability to do a patch update, so you'll have to wait. No, they are doing the patch update in a few weeks. But this one line fix, there is literally a YouTuber who had recompiled the APK file with this piece of gear fixed. It took changing one line of code and recompiling APK, and now he has a version of the game where this piece of gear works just as intended. The same thing was done in a previous update with Rocking Bowling Stones. One line of code that a person who doesn't even have access to the source code could fix inside the game, but the entire professional development team cannot fix in weeks. It honestly blows my mind. But sure, let's change the rubies to souls and refreshing the goddamn stupid clash towers. That's important. Yes, Fatalist. That's a Russian Mortal Kombat mobile YouTuber. He fixed these issues without having access to source code. I've been contemplating buying packs and crystals, but now I can't, because whatever I invest might be removed next update. Exactly. The pieces of gear or characters that are good today, they could decide that they're too good, and instead of just doing balance changes, what normal people do, what normal games do, they just intentionally break things and trying to pass it off as a bug. Because this way, you don't have access to certain tools that could make your life easier, So what you have to do, you have to potentially invest in the tower gear. If you cannot beat the current tower, let's say the Rocking Bowling Stones. It's a super powerful piece of gear. It made life in the towers much more difficult. And guess what? There was a lot of block breaker resistance, so that piece would come so handy. This time they break Ceremonial Pipe, and guess why? Because there is lots of buffs that we could potentially be stealing, and they don't want us to. It's all done to basically force us spend money to try to compensate for these bugs with potentially stronger gear and characters. At least that's my opinion, allegedly. But I do not see any other explanation. This is honestly disgusting to the point where I'm very seriously contemplating not supporting this garbage company any longer. MK Mobile has been part of my life for a long time, and it really hurts seeing what's happening to it, but it's despicable. I am genuinely curious what you guys think about this whole situation. I have never been this disappointed and this hurt, and feels like it feels like they're treating us like idiots. That official statement was insulting to every single MK Mobile player, no matter if it's a beginner or a veteran, no matter if you spend money or you didn't spend money. They insulted your intelligence. They lied to your face. Of course, they didn't forget to add more paid offers for the December. Since we're delaying the update, we're gonna make sure that it has a lot of packs for you to buy. But fix a piece of gear that takes one line of code? No, we're gonna wait 3 months for that. There's honestly nothing else that can ever come out about NetherRealm that will surprise me. This is a shame. This is a failure. And thank you for watching. I will probably see you again in the next MK Mobile video. I do have a couple recorded, so I'm definitely gonna post those. But after that, I'm gonna have some thinking to do. This is unacceptable. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, and goodbye.